We're going to talk about the plank today and how we set up in it, how we execute it correctly, what ways we can make it more challenging, and what ways we can make it a little bit easier if we need to. When we set up for the plank, what we're trying to work is specifically the core, all right, but the core's purpose to stabilize the body, so to keep the midsection from sagging, to keep it from going way up, to hold the spine and the pelvis still. We want to start with our shoulders over top of our hands, and we're going to be active with this. We're going to be driving the ground away. More about that later. From here, we will just step back up onto our toes and hold this position. Now, you want to make sure that your hips aren't sagging down. Again, it's a core exercise. Way to do that, try to squeeze your butt and squeeze your belly as hard as you can. We're going to press that ground away. Okay, so you can see I have a little bit of a round in my thoracic spine. I'm pushing my shoulder blades away, and I'm thinking pushing from right here in the rib, serratus, lat area. Okay, I've got my elbow pits facing forward, so my elbows are pointing straight back, and I'm being active, squeezing my butt, keeping my hand here, okay? So you can hold this for 30 seconds, you can hold this for a minute. Ways you can make it harder is try this right after the Airdyne bike, or something to get your heart rate up really high, and so you're starving for oxygen. And while you're in that simple position, just holding, focus on breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Being active and strong. You can also think trying to act like you're pulling your hands back and your feet forward. This would be done in an isometric fashion. So I'm pulling everything towards the middle right here. My hands are trying to slide this way, my legs trying to slide up. Nothing actually moves, so it's an isometric. So we'll be really ramping up the tension here in that core, and it's really gonna make this thing a lot more challenging, okay? And this is a little bit too challenging. We can always go down to our elbows. Same deal though. We want to make sure the shoulder is over top, in this case the elbow, not the hand. We want to be right here. One thing that happens a lot of times when we get tired, or if we're not strong enough, or if we're just not paying attention, because it's always important to do things with intention, is that you can find yourself in this position where my hands are way in front of my shoulders. Now visually this looks like I'm in line and I'm good, my hands are right underneath me, but notice our head is above our shoulders, so that we need to be forward with our actual shoulders. You can feel yourself get some tension here too, really pulling those shoulders down away from the head and getting that nice concentration. Again, it's gonna take a lot of thought, it's gonna take a lot more effort, it's gonna make you worn out, but it's the right way to do things.